Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Vista, where we bring you the most iconic rides from the past and take a deep dive into what makes them so unforgettable. Today, we're putting the spotlight on something that's been making waves in the classic truck world: the new, fully restored, and reimagined 1971 Ford F100 4x4. Whether you're into vintage pickups, classic American craftsmanship, or just appreciate a well-built truck with history under its belt, this one's for you. So let's get into it. The 1971 Ford F100 has always been one of those trucks that stood out, not just because of its looks but because of what it represented. A workhorse with style. A truck that could handle the roughest terrain and still turn heads pulling into a parking lot. And now, with the 4x4 version getting the spotlight and the resto mod world showing it love, it's like this truck has found new life. First off, let's talk design. This 71 F100 carries that unmistakable vintage charm. It's got that long, boxy silhouette, a bold front grille that demands attention, and chrome details that really pop against the fresh paint. And this isn't just any old paint job. We're talking a deep, rich tone that pays homage to the era but with a modern gloss that makes it look like it just rolled out of a high-end custom shop. Whether it's rocking a classic two-tone scheme or a single, aggressive color, every inch of this truck has been brought back to life with purpose. Now under the hood is where things get really interesting. Depending on the build, a lot of these reimagined F100s are getting upgraded powertrains. Some keep it original with the 360 FE V8 or the 390, but others go wild and drop in a modern Coyote V8, pushing out over 400 horsepower. And let me tell you, hearing that deep rumble coming from a classic truck like this, it's something else. That combination of old school looks with modern performance is a big part of what makes these builds so special. You get the nostalgia, but you also get reliability and muscle that can go toe-to-toe with today's trucks. The 4x4 setup on this 1971 F100 is another highlight. Back in the day, this was the first time Ford was really refining the four-wheel drive system in their trucks, moving away from strictly utilitarian function and giving it a smoother, more versatile ride. In the modern builds, that gets taken to the next level. You've got upgraded suspension components, lifted kits, reinforced axles, and beefy tires that mean business. Whether you're tackling backroads, muddy trails, or just cruising the highway, this truck is built to handle it all with confidence. Inside the cabin, you've got a blend of classic styling and modern comfort. Original style bench seats, maybe even wrapped in new leather, retro gauges with digital upgrades behind the scenes, and a steering wheel that feels heavy in your hands in the best kind of way. It reminds you that you're driving something real, something mechanical, not just a computer on wheels. A lot of the restored versions of this F100 come with updated infotainment hidden behind vintage-style panels, keeping things clean and authentic looking while still giving you your Bluetooth and your modern sound system. One thing that's easy to overlook, but crucial in this kind of truck, is the attention to detail. The body lines, the badging, the emblems, the trim pieces. You've got builders out there who are hunting down original parts, or even remanufacturing them to exact specs just to get this thing right. That kind of dedication is what separates a cool truck from a truly legendary one. In this 1971 F100 4x4, it's got all the marks of a legend. What's really cool is how this truck is bringing people together. At car shows, online forums, or local meetups, you'll find guys in their 60s talking to 20-somethings about their builds, swapping tips on paint codes and suspension geometry. It's this beautiful mix of generations all coming together around one machine. And the F100, with its rugged history and timeless design, sits right at the center of that community. Let's not forget the heritage here. The 5th generation F-Series, which includes the 1971 model, was when Ford really began to modernize its trucks. They weren't just work tools anymore, they were family vehicles, they were part of people's identities. This truck was there when America was shifting gears, so to speak. And seeing it come back into style with these new restorations, it's like the truck is getting the respect it always deserved. From a driving standpoint, it's a totally different experience compared to a modern pickup. You feel the road more, there's more feedback through the steering wheel, the throttle has a raw, unfiltered response. Every rattle, every hum, every vibration, it connects you with the truck in a way that newer vehicles just can't. And that's not a flaw, That's character. It's part of what makes driving a classic like this so addictive. And for those thinking about getting into the classic truck world, the 71 F100 4x4 is a perfect entry point. It's got a strong aftermarket, plenty of available parts, and a supportive community that's always down to help out newcomers. Whether you're doing a frame-off restoration or just want a weekend cruiser that turns heads, this truck offers the kind of versatility that few other classics can match. So, where does the 1971 Ford F100 4x4 stand today? In a world full of plastic cladding, touchscreens, and endless driver assist features, this truck is a breath of fresh air. It's a reminder of what vehicles used to be, built tough, built with soul, and built to last. Whether you're rolling down a dirt trail, pulling into a vintage car meet, or just sitting in the garage admiring the lines of that steel body, the F100 has a way of making you feel something. That's the magic. It's more than just a truck, it's a time machine, a piece of Americana, and a symbol of a time when things were made to be fixed, not replaced. And now, with these new restorations and modern upgrades, the legacy of the 1971 Ford F100 4x4 isn't just being preserved, it's being celebrated. Thanks for hanging out with us here on Auto Vista. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a true American icon, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more classic builds, and let us know in the comments, would you take this beast off-road, or keep it shiny and pristine in the garage? Until next time, keep your engines loud and your rides legendary.